And my God, is she a monster? Repetition equals strength. Oh! Get him, Pac-Man. Get him, Mrs. Pac. Whichever you are, that shit was fucking good, boy. I tell you what.
Right. Monkey D. Goofy. D. Goofy. Slobber this bad guy.
Why would they do that, bro?
Bro, because this get you ready, don't you? Yeah! No!
Well, hello, my good people. How are you? It is so good to be back. And before we get to the Mighty Awards, because I have not forgotten I have to wrap that up for 2024. Right now, we have the discussion about Secret Level. Now, this one right here, okay, we're blending together two things, right? Obviously, movies, cinema, TV. But it's games, okay? We're taking stories from different gaming universes, mashing them bitches up, and we're gonna see which one's the best one. So right here, right now, I'm not gonna do the definitive list, but this is gonna be the ones. I might have to do a list. Okay. Dungeons and Dragons, Sifu, New World, Unreal, Tournament. For those who know, yeah, know, okay? If you ain't a real gamer like that, you ain't gonna know about Unreal Tournament. But that shit was heat. All right, Warhammer 40K. Oh yeah, it's gonna be scuffed. It's gonna be mad scuffed. We got Pac-Man, Crossfire, don't know what that is. Armored Core, The Outer Worlds. Honest to God, from the thumbnail I saw at first, I thought that was Final Fantasy. So glad they ain't touched Final Fantasy yet. If they're gonna do that, they gotta do that shit right, okay? Mega Man, and then Exodus, don't know. I mean, that was actually a really good story. I'm not sure what game that is, but I did like that story and whatnot. Spelunky, don't care. Concord, wow. We'll get to that one. Honor of Kings, The Way of All Things, that shit needs to be a fucking movie, okay? Give me, what is that? What is that game? Okay, I need that in my life. And then Playtime, which is a little bit of a mix of them all, okay? So, we got to get to the bad ones first, obviously so. And it's no question that this is a competition of two, okay? If we're not going to include Playtime, because I'm really don't like what you did to Kratos, don't do that shit. But it's fine, okay? It's whatever, we know what that is. It's a big-ass ad. That's what Playtime is. New World and Concord. I don't think it's a surprise that two of the shittier games that have come out in the last decade were the worst ones out of this whole list. I haven't even played these games, okay? I barely even listen to the people who talk about these type of games. But for New World, to have Arnold Schwarzenegger be the voice, don't get me wrong, it's comedic, but when you stack that one up against all the rest of these, garbage, okay? Garbage. And for what seems like it should be a cool world that New World is in, this series essentially made me less likely to go and check it out, okay? And I don't think that's the goal here. Concord. I can understand now why this game got banished to the Shadow Realm and now everyone's trying to distance themselves. Okay, I'm not gonna go into all the characters. No, I don't care about one of them, okay? It doesn't matter, okay? They're ugly, they don't matter, and they're not important, okay? And nobody care about this captain or whatever her goal is, and to open up all the trade routes to all the pirates. It should be a decent concept. Don't like none of the characters, so it doesn't matter. All right, so those are the two that suck, okay? There's no way to sugarcoat it, they suck. And this is something I didn't expect, but I don't know if Concord's the worst one, boy. Oh, I think that the New World one might be the worst one. Is it? Yeah. Oh, because that Concord, boy, I tell you what. But New World's the worst one. It's just, That is what it is. Now we get to the good shit, the goodness. Okay, I'm not gonna know my number one until we get there. All right, so here we're gonna do this. Mega Man was cool, not enough. Pac-Man, Mrs. Pac-Man is a fucking demon. Okay, what is regular Pac-Man like? Okay, there's no grand story to Pac-Man. We know what Pac-Man is. But in this, they made it to where the monster is Pac-Man. And my God, is she a monster? Repetition equals strength. Get him, Pac-Man. Get him, Mrs. Pac. Whichever you are. That shit was fucking good, boy. I tell you what, I had never seen more of a demonic looking Pac-Man than I ever saw in this show right here. Not a ton of crazy dialogue in a lot of these episodes, but the way they're able to just tell the story and construct a world about some of these games, which had no real story, mad creative. I gotta give them props for that. And I think that Pac-Man exemplified that more than any single one. Now, is it the best one? No. I would say it's reaching 5. I want to say 5. Ooh. Because Dungeons and Dragons was good. Not better than Pac-Man, but I actually am intrigued to find out more about the Dungeons and Dragons as a whole. The only exposure I've really had to it, besides, hanging out with my fellow nerds and things like that, and them hyping it up, was the movie. Okay, Chris Pine, I always forget his name. Chris Pine, I think. That was a good movie. Nothing crazy, nothing mind-blowing, but a fun time. A fun, good movie. All right? So I gotta give them some love. They go hard. And if that's the type of Dungeons and Dragons that we could get, ooh, then we're cooking. Ooh, voices. Yeah, Sonny Boy was hearing the voices of the demon, the dragon, and then the dragon that comes to help. No, sir, you're not strong enough. Then we get a little, oh, we got our teammate not taking a couple things serious. There's a little bit of that, but it was definitely more of a serious tone than I've ever seen Dungeons and Dragons be. So, okay, there it is. Dungeons and Dragons 5. Oh fuck, I might run out. We'll see. It's there. All right. Because Pac-Man was really good. I would put Pac-Man right above the Dungeons and Dragons one. Okay. Now we got Warhammer 40K. Ooh. And you know what's fucked up? This one is so fucking good just because Warhammer's gonna be so good. Shout out to Henry Cavill. Cannot wait for that whole series to come out. Amazon's already making it. It's already confirmed. We know this, okay? Love it. Give me that, okay? I want to see Titus and I want to see the niggas. All right, come through. But the only problem is that if y'all ain't ever watched a Star Taste, go watch a Star Taste made by one dude. No dialogue at all in that one. Granted, took brother years to make, but one man doing all that. Mind-boggling. I mean, I'll put a link to the video or something. Gotta go see that. But when you compare those two, it's like, I don't know. But Titus is a fucking G. Nonetheless, that's understood. What could a soul like that be capable of? Yeah, brother picked the wrong ones. You can take out the rest of the teammates, okay? But don't jump in my mind, because it's not going to end well. And then Captain's like, oh, we done. He's like, no, we not. Oh, man, I'll be right back. Yeah, love that shit. Love it. Let him run away into the fog as the whole desert descends upon him, 1v an army. I need that. I wish I had a little more. So that, Warhammer was fucking so good. It was so good. Okay, I want to make sure this is right. I want to make sure this is right. Because, okay. Exodus. About the mechanic whose daughter runs away with some boy she just met to go travel the stars. And she finds out it's not how she thought it would be, but time moves differently when you hop in light speed. And her father does whatever he can and just starts jumping through fucking time and space. And by the time he catches up to his daughter, after 20 years of himself traveling, she is older than him. And there's nothing he can do to save her. Ooh, that shit is good. Whoa! For a short episode to put me through that much feeling, yeah, we like that. We like that a whole lot. But now we come in to number 2. So I guess I really fucked up that list, fucked up that top 5. It's okay. All right, so I have it right. Whatever. Okay, Dungeons and Dragons, Pac-Man, Warhammer, 40K, and then Exodus. Now the top 2. Armored Core, bro. Armored Core. I've never played the fucking games. I have to play the fucking games now. That shit was ridiculous. You want some cool ass shit, you go get Keanu Reeves. And what's he gonna do? He gonna give you some cool ass shit. Hey, the man is got an AI in his mind and she talks to him, but at the same time she refers to him as us. Oh, you know, but at the same time, this man is not right. They talking about everybody leaves something behind when you go out there into the field, and they said, no, he's different. He leaves something behind when he comes out. And then we get a mission after looking like an absolute drunkard and a beggar and a fool, an absolute fool in public. Oh, go suit up. Yeah, flying in this bitch. A fool. Oh my God, a full mech. I mean, this is like for men. Get your socks out, okay? You know what I'm talking about. Get that sock out, cause it's time. Oh yeah, bussing all over the place. And I mean that seriously right now, okay? This is the type of shit that I need in my games. This is the cutscenes, the movie quality, cause imagine going from cutscenes like that to really hopping in the game, and they're getting there. I'm not saying they're not getting there, but this would take it to another level, and you don't understand who the bad guys are and who's not. Spoiler alert, it's him. It's him. No, it's us. Oh, because nobody's like me. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Flying mechs, lightsaber type space plasma swords, and niggas sliding through a whole lot of missiles and gunfire. Yeah. I think I like that. But for number one. Oh God. Oh, this is tough. You can see what y'all don't understand is what Sifu accomplished in 9 minutes is some shit I hadn't seen in a long time. In 9 minutes, I damn near shed a tear because that's how good that shit was. Oh my God. The brother don't even know his name, don't know the woman's name. He's sitting at a stall, at a food stall, about to get some good ramen. And he's just chatting. It's all good. And you can see grandma kind of treats him like her own grandson, but they don't know each other like that. But then he sees a couple of goons walking behind him. What do we gotta go do? Oh yeah, it's that time, baby. It's time to throw heads. But and I didn't figure out how they were gonna put this into the actual story. I'm kind of glad that in a way with a lot of these episodes, they included like the game mechanics into the story. Like that's how Spelunky was. So it explained the whole, respawn thing, but the way they put it was pretty cool. In Sifu, he's literally getting fucked up, going to the nether realm to see his other selves, and then coming back slightly older with the gained experience and the improved skill. And he just gets fucked up. I mean, it's insane, but he keeps getting back up and he's getting older and older and older. And the time he finally makes it to the boss, we don't see that fight. And the reason why I'm not mad is because the next scene we see, he's back at that motherfucking stall. And she asks him, "Oh, I think I met your grandson." And he harkens back to the question that he asked her earlier. You spent 60 years chopping those onions and making this food. Was it worth it? And she recognizes who it is. And she asks him, was it worth it? He gave his life. He gave his life. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Woo! Yeah, that's the type of story that we're here for. That was so good. But the number one for me, again, I don't understand how they're able to do this. Because you can see how you could make a story out of Sifu, whatever. How did they do this with Unreal Tournament, which is essentially the first battle royale anything? And you want to talk about the genesis to all these games we got now, Overwatches and everything, Call of Duty, all that. Yeah, it was Unreal Tournament. And they made it so deep. I was like, give me a show, please. Please give me a show. Because this was so good, man. It was so good. Because you're following this robot. And the only reason why he's different is because the people who were sending him out to do his job were dumb. Okay, bonk him on the head. Okay, now we got the ability to think. But he's out here and he's sent to mine with all his droid brothers. And he's looking at stuff and he's doing it. But then over time, he's seeing how they're being treated and sacrificed, and they don't give a shit about these robots. And then one day, he's like, no, we're not gonna do this. You're not gonna kill another one of my brothers. Boop, boop, boop. Oh yeah, taking over this bitch. All of the robots revolt. We flash forward. Now we're at the tournament. And what has happened is the corporations who have obviously run the world or whatever in this time, wherever the fuck we are, doesn't matter. Okay, you get the gist. There's these corporations, they're like, oh, we gotta make sure feed the public, feed the populace what they want, make a show of it, because these robots revolted, and we can't be sowing the seeds of rebellion right here. Okay, so what we gonna do is we gonna put on public executions essentially and handle them. But no, obviously there's one lady who decides, oh, I'm in charge. Oh, let's make a good show of it next time. That was too quick. But the problem is that brother's been watching. Brother has been watching, and every single time y'all do something, he gets better. And they don't understand what's happening. How is he like this? These robots don't have no battle combat experience or nothing like that. How are they doing this? Because he's their alpha. And boy, over time, he was leading these brothers to victory. And then they have to go and sabotage him. But it doesn't matter. Okay, you send the elite of the elite because they started to realize, oh, he's manipulating the crowd. Like, he's getting the people into it. And I like this because, yes, the robots are supposed to be the enemy. But who are them people in them stands? That ain't the corporate boys. They're up in their suites. Yeah. No, it's people like you and me. Gotta put bread on that table. Go get that bacon. There's the robots. It's the same thing. The oppressed recognize the oppressed. You know, with the whole team almost wiped out, we come in clutch, hack the system, and now we run this goddamn thing and rise me up in front of this bitch. And now, rebel. I would have been going crazy in that crowd, and I love it. So, all in all, that is the list of the best episodes of Secret Level. Love the show as a whole. Yes, it's different stories and everything like that every single episode, so I'm not sure if they're going to try and circle back to some of these. They definitely left it open for some of that to take place. I would like them to go ahead and keep going with Mega Man Start. Leave Warhammer alone if we're really going to get a whole show. If we're really going to get a whole show, leave it alone. Give me more Armored Core. Make that a show. Please, please, please. More Keanu Reeves and cool ass shit. No one's going to complain. Pac-Man, I don't think we're ever going to get it again. And I'm so sad. And I just need more of a lot of these things. You know, New World, Concord, get the fuck out of here. Everything else was pretty goddamn good. So let me know if y'all agree or disagree with the best and the worst episodes of The Secret Level, brought to you by Prime. Love Prime. That shit was good. Let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy. I'm out.